Let's go to Andy McCarthy and John Yoo, two legal geniuses who can help us through this. Andy, to you first on what might come of this, and do you think we'll get that affidavit released to the public?
It will be released eventually, but not tomorrow, Neil. It's premature at this point in the investigation. A judge is not going to release a affidavit while the investigation is underway. But tomorrow's not the end of the story. Eventually, either people will get charged, or if they don't get charged, it'll be at that point they'll do a Freedom of Information Act and it'll get out. But it won't be tomorrow.
How much of a force is it then, John, for Donald Trump himself to say, release the damn thing?
It's not surprising he wants to see it. And one reason why is because if this is really just about classified documents, who had them and where they were, there shouldn't be all that much in the affidavit except for those facts. What he really wants to see is not what you were doing in the search, but why were you doing the search? Were you really looking for other things other than classified documents, like material related to the January 6th investigation?
You know, there's a lot about the timing of all of this and how much President Biden knew about the Attorney General and that this was about to happen. Do you think the president did know, Andy?
Well, he should have known. I don't know what the relationship is between him and Garland. I mean, John is the real authority on this area, but I would just say the way they teed this up, this was not a national security, this was not a law enforcement issue. It was a national security issue. That's kind of the president's main job.
So to that point, John, this was a big deal. You're raiding the home of a former president of the United States. It would almost beg credulity here if this president had no idea it was going down. What do you think?
I actually usually find myself agreeing with Andy, even on the things I'm supposed to know about. And he's exactly right this time. He's exactly right this time. This is not just your garden variety searching, you know, Al Capone or a drug dealer. You're undertaking the first search ever of search warrant, first time of a former president's home, and basically saying there's probable cause. We think that president committed a crime. We've never indicted a former president for a crime before. So either Biden knew about it, which I would think you would want to go to the president and brief him about this, or Biden is not in charge of law enforcement. And he, under the Constitution, he's the only one charged with carrying out that the laws are faithfully executed.
You know, Andy, you might have noticed John said he agrees with you this time. He didn't say all the time, but he said this time. I'm kidding here, but
I did hear that.
I did, right? So, Andy, let me ask you, where does this go? Let's say we don't get it released immediately, as you were saying at the outset here. Eventually, this kind of stuff trickles out. I'm always leery of these unsourced and anonymous names in various newspapers, but how do you think this plays out?
Either somebody gets charged, and I think, Neil, that they're not going to charge him on classified information or presidential records. They're trying to make a case on January 6th. But what typically happens is when charges are filed, if you're going to use the warrant in the case, and a lot of times even if you're not, you have to turn it over in discovery, the affidavit, and then they do make motions to suppress, and that's how we get to find out. If there's no charges, I think there'll be a Freedom of Information Act, and we'll get it that way. But one way or the other, we'll get it.
John, real quickly, the unprecedented nature of this, do you think it happens again in the future? We start seeing more of this.
That's the worry here, is that why we've never done it in the past. We want to create the right incentives for presidents to make decisions so they don't worry what happens to them after their careers are over. And we don't want that to happen for future presidents. So that's why this is a bad, I think, example to set for the future.
All right, John and Andy, I enjoyed having you both on together this time.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.